Thank you for buying an Intex Graphite Panel above-ground pool. Setting it up is simple and easy. Assembly requires 2 people. This video will give you a quick overview of your new Intex Graphite Panel pool and how to set it up. There are also important detailed instructions in your owner's manual. Watching this video will help you visualize details of the pool setup. The pool shown is the 4.87 meter by 1.24 meter graphite panel pool. The pool liner support frame is the same as the popular Intex metal frame pool, surrounded by hard side paneling of high-density plastic, which eliminates the need for weather staining or termite protection. Check all parts against the list in the manual. Do not assemble the pool if parts are damaged or missing. For replacement parts, please visit our website at www.intexcorp.com. It's important to follow these guidelines when determining where to place your pool. Set up on a completely level surface. Do not set up on mud, sand, or loose soil. Failure to set up on level, compact ground could result in the pool's collapse, and a person in the pool could be swept out as the water rushes out. First, make sure your pool will be within reach of a garden hose and an RCD or GFCI electrical outlet. The pool cannot be moved anywhere after it is filled with water. Locate the pool at least 3.5 meters away from any electrical outlets. Envision the traffic patterns around the pool. Locate it on the ground where the hose connections and electric line will not be trip hazards. Check local requirements. Some communities require fencing or wall enclosures. Since your pool has a panel enclosure around the metal frame and liner, it is best to prepare the ground where it will stand. This will ensure that both the liner and the enclosure will stand on the same level when the pool is filled with water. Mark off the 5-meter diameter area where the pool will sit with chalk or paint. Remove the sod, cutting the edge carefully to leave the lawn intact around the enclosure. Level the ground and check to make sure there are no low or high spots within the circle. Stamp the exposed area to firm up the soil, paying careful attention to the outer area where the metal posts and enclosure supports will be located. Embed 15 concrete pavers flush with the bare earth supporting the metal posts and each of the bottom surrounding frame supports. This will keep the enclosure level with the pool when the pool is full. Before unrolling the pool, clear the area of any objects that might puncture the liner and avoid dragging it in place. Use the ground cloth under the pool to protect it. Make sure the pool is right side up. Look for the pool connection holes and rotate the pool so they will face the filter pump. Orient the liner so the legs will rest on concrete pavers. Smooth out the liner and center it on the ground cloth. Water inlet and outlet holes will be on the side of the pool where the filter pump will be placed. Close the drain valve from inside and outside. Place the beams and end caps on each side of the pool. Assembly will be with the liner flat on the ground. Let the sun warm up the liner for easier insertion of the beams. Lay out the horizontal beams and T-joints around the pool. The horizontal beams are swagged at both ends. Slide the horizontal beams through the sleeves at the top of the liner. Open the bag with the connecting pins and washers and slide the washers onto the pins as shown. Starting at any point, slide one side of a T-joint over a horizontal beam, lining up the connecting pinholes. Push one of the connecting pins through the hole until it goes all the way through to the bottom of the joint and locks. Slide the other side of the T-joint over the adjacent beam and insert another connector pin in the same manner. Center the T-joint between the sleeves and the liner. Continue to assemble joints and beams, always working in one direction around the pool, checking that the T-joints are centered in the spaces between the sleeves. You will find it easier to slide the T-joints over the last beam if you lift the joint and insert the beam while lowering it back to the ground. Next, arrange the legs around the pool at each T-joint. If concrete blocks are being used under each leg, they must be set flush with the ground. Insert the legs between the belt and the sidewall. Align the leg lock buttons with the holes in the T-joints. Depress the buttons and slide the legs into the T-joints until they lock in place. Rotate the legs if necessary. Attach the end caps at the bottom of the legs. Check your work before you continue. All the legs should be inside the belt. Check to be sure all legs are vertical. All connecting pins must be seated firmly. Give the pool a good shake to settle all the parts. Recheck that the filter pump holes are facing where the filter pump will be placed. Put a small amount of water in the pool to cover the bottom. This will let you check if the pool is level. If it is not level, you must change the location or grade the area under the pool. Do not add any more water at this time. Unscrew the plunger valves, the inlet jet, and the strainer from their connectors. Set the valves aside until after assembling the outer pool enclosure. From inside the pool, insert the inlet jet through the inlet hole, leaving the flat washer between the connector and the pool wall. From outside the pool, screw the large nut back onto the threaded connector and tighten it as much as possible using fingers only. Do not use tools. Finger tighten the aeration adapter back onto the threaded adapter. The hole on the right is for the valve to return water to the filter pump. Unscrew the large nut from the remaining strainer and, leaving the flat washer on the connector, insert the connector through the outlet hole in the liner. The flat washer will be between the connector and the inside of the pool wall. From outside the pool, screw the large nut back onto the threaded connector, making sure it is finger tight. Do not use tools. Assemble the pool enclosure before completing the pool water hookup. Fasten a top clamp under the T-joint of the pool frame as shown with 2 bolts facing up. Repeat the procedure until all clamps have been fastened to the pool frame T-joints. Place a bottom clamp on the ground and align it with the leg cap. Working in one direction around the pool, install the bottom rails between the bottom caps. The slots at the end of the rails slip over the raised tabs of the bottom caps. The vertical side of the rail should be at the back. Insert the support post into the bottom cap. Lift the support post slightly to hook it firmly onto the ridge at the top clamp. Push the support post firmly down to lock it into the bottom cap. Repeat these procedures until all the support posts are joined to the bottom caps. The outer enclosure of the pool is built up with horizontal sideboards that slide between the support posts. Start assembly with the side that includes drain and inlet-outlet holes in the pool. First, slide the double sideboard, having one hole between the support posts, into the bottom rail. The drain hole will be on your right. Printing on the sideboards should face outwards. Add 3 plain sideboards on top of the bottom board. The groove on each of the sideboards must be firmly slipped over the tongues of the previous boards. Then, slide the side panel with inlet and outlet openings over the corresponding valve holes. From outside the pool enclosure, make sure the step washers are in place and screw the long connectors, part number 18, onto the already installed threaded connectors. Follow with the last plain sideboard on top of the assembly to complete this side. Install the rest of the panels using 8 boards per section. All panels must be firmly seated on the panels below. Install the top boards on top of the side panels, aligning the holes at each end with the nuts on top of the clamps. There are 4 pieces of the top board with printed warnings which must be spaced out evenly around the pool. Install the top clamps where 2 of the top boards meet. Align the top holes on the clamp cover with the bolts on the top clamp. Screw bolts into each of the threaded holes and secure with the wrench provided. Cover all holes with the waterproof caps. There are 2 water connection holes. The inlet hole is at the upper left as you face the pool. The hole on the right is the outlet hole which returns water to the pump. Lay out your hoses and plunger valves. From outside the enclosure, and with the step washer in place, attach the plunger valve onto the threaded extension connector of the inlet hole. Take one of the hoses and connect it to the bottom of the plunger valve. Turn the plunger valve's handle clockwise to prevent any water from flowing out while the pool is being filled. Repeat the process with the other hole on the lower right of the enclosure. Continue to the pump menu for directions on connecting your pump. Once the pump is installed, you are ready to fill your pool. Hydroaeration technology provides some excellent benefits for your Intex pool. Enhanced water circulation pushes sediments through the filtration system, while air is mixed with water to promote the oxidation of manganese and iron elements. Your pool water sparkles with clarity. Once the pool is filled, there should be no object within 1.2 meters of the pool that a child can climb on to enter the pool. Post the pool safety sign included with your pool where it will be seen by all pool users. Larger pools may come with a pool cover, which should only be used when the pool is not in use. However, these are not safety covers and will not keep children out of the pool. Children must not play on or under a cover. 2 people may be needed to pull the cover over your pool. Never install or remove the cover while you're in the pool. Congratulations! You've successfully set up your graphite panel above-ground pool. Please continue to the filter pump menu on this DVD, where you will select the filter pump appropriate for your pool.